Beetlejuice Beetlejuice Soul Train? We finally have the sequel to Beetlejuice, which is Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. If you were looking for something to recapture the supernatural horror comedy that the original 1988 film was, this ain't it. Don't look up why the actor that played Charles Deitch, the dad in this film, can no longer be in too many Hollywood productions. Now you are getting that Tim Burton feel and atmosphere throughout the whole runtime. Those awesome practical effects that we loved from that original film was still utilized. But in the 21st century, there is going to be some CGI, but it all looked good. This is going to be spoilers for the main plots, people. I don't know if it's just me or the people I are with, but we all agreed there were too many storylines in the kitchen for this film. They did not seem cohesive, and some of them just abruptly ended. One of the mistakes I've seen where they tried to give Beetlejuice a backstory with the lady behind me being his first wife. He got somehow resurrected, put her body back together, was on the prowl, on the hunt because she wanted revenge on Beetlejuice. But throughout the entirety of the film, she was severely underused and she was immediately defeated once she made it to the end for that final conflict. Almost makes me feel like there was another storyline somewhere that maybe they cut out. I don't know if she just couldn't act it. I don't know if it was just a long runtime they were worried about. But at a certain point, we just didn't need her in the film. I did enjoy once the family came together due to the death of the patriarch of the family. We got a teenage girl not liking her mom and not believing that she can see ghosts. A mom in a horrible relationship that needs to spend more time with her baby girl. Shenanigans starts happening. She meets a boy. Boy turns out to be a ghost. Boy turns out to be a crazy ghost that killed his parents when he was alive. Man had an interesting story and plotline. Truly wish he would have probably been somehow part of the main antagonist. That's the thing, since Astrid right here is the first person that could see him in a long time since he had passed away. The book he has that you get once you pass away, it says, hey, you can come back to life if you find somebody living that will trade spots with you. But he tricked her, they go on a whole adventure, but he dies too soon, or dies 3 times, something. That's all thanks to the big man Beetlejuice, but how much better would it have been if somehow that young man was working with Beetlejuice instead of Beetlejuice helping Lydia to save Astrid, her daughter, from that young man and him to be gone? They could have tied that together better. Also happy we got to see Bob back there in the background. Hey Bob! I would say we may have seen like a pinch too much Beetlejuice, just maybe a pinch too much. I feel like maybe he could have been a tad more malevolent, but Beetlejuice was great in the film, so was Lydia. And because there were so many storylines that kind of went nowhere or ended too soon, it almost felt like too much to have William Dafoe's character in it. I think he was needed, but I just think if they eliminated one of those, the film wouldn't have felt so bloated when I saw this person on there. They would have found a way to bring her back to life too, Delia behind me. I felt like that would have been part of the little lighthearted comedy we needed because she died from the snake venom, but then she would have came back, give her a little electric shock, get her back or something. That Soul Train scene was something. It was something. Finally got some melanated people in the Tim Burton film, and he had them dancing, like a dancing machine. But nah, Tim, nah. Let me know your thoughts on the film. How much you liked it? How much you didn't like it? I think it was solid. It probably would have served better to be a 3-part miniseries on some streaming service. That way, they would have had a little more runtime and could really properly do some of those storylines they attempted in this film. Again, go to the comments, let me know your thoughts, like the video. More importantly, justice for Bob.